I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Keenan. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still tryna fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war going on. Make me put my hands on my head like the Macarena. They want you walking on board like Kima. And give an F to you like John Cena. Putting blood on the brand new Beamer. Tryna earn they stripes like Adidas. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a Keto. And exposed to a cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reefer. Dímelo porque o no entiendo. Mi gente must really need Jesus. They shed real blood. I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy.
Welcome in. Hello, Stephanie, Dewan, Sean. What's up? If you're in the chat, say hello. It is Tuesday. We've got some baseball to talk about tonight. We have some basketball to talk about tonight. We have some WNBA to talk about tonight. There is a lot going on. I just posted some bets in the Discord. We'll talk about them here on the stream. And yeah, last night was rainy Tuesday in the DFV. It's cloudy here. No rain here, but cloudy. Great performance by SJ. Yeah, so yeah, we'll dive into that. Shea played great last night. OKC, they played great in the fourth quarter. I mean, they were down the whole game, and it was kind of a combination of them playing good and Dallas completely choking. But yeah, major props to OKC for that win. They easily could have folded in that fourth quarter and went down 3-1. Most definitely. Great performance from Shea. Great performance from the team as a whole. Chet made a big three late in the game. Yeah, it's a great series. I hope it goes 7 games. I would love for that series to go 7 games. Tonight we have Minnesota, Denver. We'll see if Minnesota can respond. I'm not sure. You know, it's back in Denver, so we'll see. Obviously Denver's gonna be motivated to win that game because they dropped the first 2 games in Denver of the series. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But that is a great series. Love to see on the Nats. Yeah, Stephanie, really good spot for them, I think, with Trevor Williams pitching. Also, I'm going to test my solo stream tonight. So if you guys are not doing anything tonight during the Timberwolves and Nuggets game, I'm going to go live. It should pop up on my Twitter and my Kick. I am going to have my bets on the screen, and I'll be like live reacting to the game. I'll have the game on, live react, and I'm going to play some games. So if you want to watch a 28-year-old man play Pokemon while we tilt whatever our bets are. I have some bets for the game specifically I'm going to give out. So we're going to have some bets going in that game. Around what time? Probably, what time's the game start? 10:30? It's super late today, I think. Yeah, 10:30. Probably like 10-ish if I had to guess. Dewan, you'll be watching. I appreciate that. Thank you. Probably around 10 p.m. I will go live. I got to test it. It's going to probably be scuffed the first time. I have a new Ethernet cable coming tomorrow, so I don't know. It's going to be a test for me to see if it works, because I've never streamed gameplay of anything. I've only ever done these, so it's going to be a work in progress, but there's no way for me to learn how to do it without. I'll tune in if I'm still up. Yeah, it's a little late night, but there's no way for me to learn how to do it without doing it. What streaming service? Stephanie, it'll pop up on my Twitter. If you don't have Twitter, you can go to kick.com. I will post the link I'll post the link in our off topic in our BetCommer Discord. So it'll be in there. You have a Cincinnati hat on. Ellie's stolen base. Yeah. I saw Jeff Passan tweeted, I think it was a couple weeks ago. he thought that Ellie was going to be the first player to go 30 homers, 80 steals, and I definitely could see that. He's definitely on pace. He's going to smash in steals. I think what is he? He has like 26 already or something, 26, 27. He's going to put a monster steals number up if he stays healthy. Homers are kind of, I don't know if he can get to 30, but he's on a good pace. What bets? We'll talk about them. I'll give them out when we get to basketball in this stream too, and then I'm gonna put them on the. They'll be on the screen when I go live tonight. If you guys want to put them in, also. I just don't know if my internet will work without this cable, so it might be scuffed until tomorrow. We'll see. We're gonna test it out though. He's due haven't had 3 games. I agree with that. I think books should add more bets on a ticket if a player's out like Mitchell last night. Yeah. I just don't know how it's like I feel like we've had that conversation in DFS before. Like if someone gets ruled out after lock, like you should be able to swap them with something. I just don't know if there's a way to like properly police that, I guess. But I don't know. I think how they have it's fine to where like they'll take that leg off. I've seen some of the newer books. I think ESPN Bet. I don't know if they still do this. They definitely were doing this at the start though. Maybe it wasn't ESPN Bet. It might have been Fanatics. I can't remember. One of those newer books, if you made a same game parlay and say you had Donovan Mitchell on there and he got ruled out, the whole parlay just like voids. That is not what should happen. I think how FanDuel and DraftKings do it to where like that leg of that person being out voids and the rest of it pays out, I think that's fine. But yeah, one of those newer books was just voiding the whole bet, and that is messed up. I just don't know how you could like enforce it, I guess. Because DFS, it's more of a 1-for-1 swap based off like pricing. But for a bet, I mean, like you would have to find something with like similar odds, and like I don't know. I feel like that would be more complicated. We also have a major this week in PGA Championship. Valhalla tees off. What is that? Early morning on Thursday. So we'll talk golf on tomorrow's stream. It's Tuesday today, so tomorrow we'll get to some golf. Anthony, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. All right, let's dive in here. Let's do I don't know. We'll do baseball first, like usual, I guess. All right, we talked about this on stream yesterday, but the first game that's about to start here at 4:40 Eastern is game 1 of the doubleheader, Washington, Chicago. We have Trevor Williams, Chris Flexen. I like Washington a lot in this spot. We talked about it yesterday, but Trevor Williams has very good numbers this year, and we can kind of attribute that to the addition of this sweeper that he threw his sweeper 73 times last year. He's already thrown it 101 this season. So that's a major, change in the pitch mix. He's getting a 41% whiff rate with it. It's a really good pitch, and I think it has taken him to the next level. So I'm willing to buy in to him being a different pitcher than what we've seen in the past. And it's a great matchup against Chicago. And if we pull up the moneyline predictor likes Washington as well here for the early game. So, and it's a sizable differential. So I like Washington a lot. I bet them full game and first 5. If you just were picking one of them, I would say first 5 probably, just because y'all know I don't like to mess with the bullpens if I don't have to. So first 5 if I had to pick one, but I like the Nationals a lot in that early game. It's probably my favorite play on the day. There's an interesting game later on. We'll go through them all. I haven't taken a lot. I've only really bet the Nationals and one other bet. So I don't have a big card right now. I was a little bit behind today, so I'll be taking some more stuff probably after stream and posting it. But Blue Jays and Orioles, Chris Bassett, Kyle Bradish. Chris Bassett has just not been very good this year. If we pull up his numbers, 5.06 ERA, 4.97 expected. The strikeouts are what they are. He's always been low 20s, but his walk rate's up over double-digit percentage this year. And his sinker has not been good. He throws a ton of sinkers over 40% of the time. He's allowing a 380 batting average with that pitch. And I mean, if we look at the Orioles against sinkers, they have pretty solid numbers. They don't have a ton of power, but they don't strike out often. And Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman, O'Hearn, Mountcastle, Mateo, Santander, all those guys have good numbers against sinkers. And we talked about that yesterday with Jose Barrios when he was pitching against the Orioles. I said I liked Orioles first 5. They did win the first 5. And I think the same can be said here. It's just a good matchup for them against a sinker ball pitcher. In terms of Kyle Bradish, we haven't seen him a ton. Chat, do you want to know how out of touch AC is with this guy's calling me? I'm on stream. What could this guy? I'm gonna text him. Somebody go chirp AC in the Discord. This guy's calling me when I'm on stream. Kyle Bradish, we haven't seen him a ton this year, but he's been pretty good. 186 ERA, 261 expected, big 32% strikeout rate. The hard contact is very minimal. I really like what I've seen from him. So Orioles first 5 looks like a good bet to me. They're minus 164 on the money line. That's a little too much for me. For the first 5, they're minus 158. I would be fine with a minus 158 money line for that first 5, or you could take them on the run line at minus 114 even odds, basically. So, yeah, Orioles first 5 looks pretty good. Marlins, Tigers. I did not look at weather also today yet, so if there's bad weather in any of these games, someone can tell me in chat, because I didn't look. Ryan Weathers, Reese Olson. I kind of like both these pitchers. Weathers has been good at times this year. His underlying numbers don't look good, but there's been like he's had start stretches where he looks good. I don't know. I can't figure him out. And then on the opposite side with Reese Olson, kind of the same thing. His underlying numbers are significantly better than Ryan Weathers. His, expected ERA, actual hard contact stuff, all that stuff is much better for Reese Olson versus Ryan Weathers. But then at the same time, you also need to factor in like the team they're facing. We know Miami's offense is not good, and now they've traded away Luis Ariz. Against right-handed pitching this year, 327 WOBA as a team isn't very good. They don't strike out a lot, but I mean, outside of Jazz Chisholm, Jesus Sanchez, Jake Berger, that's really like the worrisome bats, I would say, in that lineup. And then on the opposite side for the Tigers against lefties, they have mid numbers as a whole against left-handed pitching. But the reason that I think we could look at Detroit here is Ryan Weathers this season, 224 WOBA allowed to lefties, 366 to righties. He's been terrible against right-handed pitching or against right-handed hitters, and he's going to see all righties tonight except for Riley Green. Riley Green's going to be the only lefty in the lineup, so it's going to be 8 righties in there for Detroit. I message HE saying, I don't know what he wants. This guy's calling me when I'm on stream. But yeah, so Tigers kind of look interesting to me here. I want to see what the moneyline predictor thinks, if it agrees. It does. So I think Tigers first 5. I'm not going to play minus 178. Definitely. But first 5 spread, or if you want to maybe we could do a parlay. If we did Detroit and who would we parlay them with? Huh. I'm gonna think about that, but I'm interested in the spot for Detroit, definitely. All right, moving on. Tampa Bay and Boston. We have Nick Pivetta going against Aaron Savali. We talked about Aaron Savali in his last start on stream. I don't know. He's got a big gap. 5.88 ERA, 3.95 expected. The strikeouts are decent. I don't know. I can't figure out why he has been so unlucky. I think we bet him first 5 in his last start, and he gave up a 2-run home run in the 5th inning to lose the bet, which was super unfortunate. He's throwing a lot of cutters, and guys are hitting it pretty well, 297 batting average. All of his other pitches are pretty good in terms of what people have done against them. His curveball's been pretty decent, getting 31% whiff rate. I don't know. I mean, that's a sizable gap in terms of his expected and actual numbers to where I want to buy into it. On the opposite side of the game, when we talk about Nick Pivetta, I mean, this is someone that I'm a fan of as well. He's outperformed his metrics the opposite way of Savali. So I don't know. I mean, the underlying numbers would definitely lean towards Tampa Bay in this spot. I've been hesitant to bet on Tampa Bay. If you watch the stream, you know, they've kind of let us down quite a bit. But the money line predictor likes Tampa as well. I would have to choose Tampa or Tampa first 5 for my lean in that game. Chicago and Atlanta, we hit a bet in this game. I had the under on my premium card in that game yesterday, which was pretty sweat free. I think it was 2-0 final score. Tonight, Chris Sale, Jameson Taillon. Chris Sale's been great. That's why he's a minus 200 favorite. I don't have any lean in this game. Maybe could look to the under again. The splits look pretty good to the under. 77% of the tickets, but 92% of the handle. Big money on the under. So, you know, maybe we could go back to the under in this game, but overall, I didn't have anything that jumped out there when I first looked at the slate. Pittsburgh and Milwaukee, Joe Ross and Quinn Priester. We've talked about Quinn Priester on this stream a lot. I don't think Mitchell's in here today. I haven't seen him, but he seemed like he was a Quinn Priester fan. But his numbers have kind of slacked off here. 386 ERA, 563 expected. Giving up a 50% hard hit rate, only 12% strikeouts. It looks pretty bad for Quinn Priester right now. He's like been decent with his sinker, which he throws a lot, but he doesn't have any pitches other than his curveball that he gets any solid swing and miss on. So I'm not sure. Quinn Priester's kind of fallen off for me recently. I definitely don't want to look to back him. On the opposite side, Joe Ross has been solid. You know, he hasn't been great, hasn't been bad. He's just kind of been a league average starter, which that's kind of what Joe Ross has been for the last few years. So, I mean, I would lean towards Milwaukee, but they're big favorites here. Minus 158. I'm not going to bet that, but I would consider maybe like a Milwaukee and Detroit parlay. That's something we could do. Or a first 5 parlay of those two teams could be interesting. New York and Minnesota, Chris Paddock, Carlos Rodon. Kind of liked the under in this game when I first looked at it. But I don't know. I'm still kind of buying into Chris Paddock a little bit. Rodon has been better. He's not been back to his form. We've talked about this a couple times too, but he's definitely been better than he was last year. And Chris Paddock has had a couple of decent starts that he's strung together here for Minnesota. I mean, you know, 4.01 expected ERA isn't the end of the world. The strikeout rate is nowhere near what we've seen from him in the past, but, you know, it's been solid enough in terms of like his run prevention and stuff. He doesn't walk a lot of guys. He is getting no big swing and miss, which is why his strikeout rate is where it is. Hell line movement in Yankees, Minnesota. Yeah, I know. That's I was looking at that as well. You can see Yankees open at minus 142. They're down to minus 118. Why is that? I would say, I mean, if we look at Carlos Rodon this season, he's been bad against righties and really good against lefties. What's he going to see tonight? An entirely right-handed lineup. Should be 9 righties in there for Minnesota. And Minnesota's been red hot too. I mean, they've been one of the hottest teams in baseball, which we've talked about. We've actually hit a couple Twins bets. So yeah, you might talk me into the Twins. I want to see. Let's see if the money line predictor likes them too. Does, yeah. Twins. This might be Twins night. Might be another Twins night for the stream. I think I definitely could see it, and that line movement is definitely sticking out as well. Stephanie, I agree. Guardians, Rangers. High total here, 9 runs. We have Jack Leiter and Ben Lively. Jack Leiter making his third career start. I've bet the over in both Jack Leiter starts this year, and they have both gone over. So, I mean, I think maybe we go system play and we just we go back to the over maybe. I mean, it's a high total, definitely, but Ben Lively isn't fantastic either. 2.63 ERA, 4.41 expected. So he definitely could give up some runs here with some regression coming his way. And then Jack Leiter, I think Jack Leiter could be good one day, but we just haven't seen it. I mean, like at all. So over in the Cleveland game would be my pick there. We've cashed 2 overs on Jack Leiter already this season. I think we could go back. It's 9.5 on FanDuel. If it's 9 on DraftKings still, I think I would be good with the over 9 so we get that push potential. Seems like home runs are down this season. Yeah, Sean, I think they have the dead balls in play again, which whatever. Baseball switches on and off. Some years they have juice balls, some years they don't. I definitely think they have the dead balls going right now. So home runs are definitely at a premium. For who I like for a home run tonight, I think the Dodgers are in a good spot. I think you could look at some of these Twins. So let me pull up Rodon again. He's throwing a ton of fastballs, 55%, and then sliders at 24%. His fastball's okay. His slider's pretty good. It gets a 41% whiff rate. So the slider is definitely working for Rodon this year, but he's thrown a lot of fastballs. Twins against fastballs. Carlos Correa hits fastballs really well off the top of my head. Let me pull the numbers up. MLB needs to make it. Yeah, I don't know why they alternate. Like, it seems like every other season it's something different. Carlos Correa, 431 WOBA, 283 ISO against fastballs. Manny Margot has big splits against fastballs. Carlos Santana has big splits against fastballs. I'm not a BVP guy, but just for fun, let's take a look and see if there is some BVP of Rodon against the Twins. There should be, considering he pitched for the White Sox forever. Carlos Rodon, let's see. Santana is 13 for 34 with a home run, 281 expected batting average, 90 average exit velocity. Carlos Correa is 4 for 12, a double against him. Ryan Jeffers has been on fire this year also. Yeah, I don't know, maybe some Twins. I'll think about it more and maybe I'll bet a home run pick. Later. Something just like happened with there we go. Twins just tore up fastball. Yeah, I remember, Stephanie. You were on that in chat, definitely. Definitely. Good, really good spot for two. Twins might be a 2-unit play tonight. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna do some more research. Think about it. 10 plus run call for me tonight would be I would say Milwaukee is in the mix. I would say Cleveland is in the mix. And I would say the Dodgers are in the mix. That's probably my 3 picks. I have zero faith in Jack Leiter right now. So I think it would be pretty crazy for the Guardians to score 10 runs, but they just might. All right, where are we at? Game 2, Nationals, White Sox, Parker against Fetty. I'm not going to bet anything. I don't know. Fetty's been good. You guys know I'm a fan of him. He's had some decent starts recently too. His underlying numbers look good. I don't know. I don't go out of my way to pick on him. So probably pass for me on that game. We'll get in on the Nationals early. Hopefully they win that early game, and then we can just cash out on it. Oakland and Houston, Blanco going against JP Sears. JP Sears has been money recently. If we pull up his actual numbers for the full season, I don't know. Something is going on with Baseball Savant. I don't know. I can't even see these guys' numbers for some reason. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. Well, let me see. But I know for a fact over the last like month he's been really good. I don't really want to bet them on the money line, but you can always bet first five when JP Sears pitches. You can always bet like a no-run first inning when JP Sears pitches. But first five maybe would be my lean there. Probably not going to bet anything overall. Cardinals, Angels, Detmers against Sonny Gray. This is a good pitching matchup. That's why the total's 7.5. I don't bet under 7.5. If you watch the stream, you know that. Twins lineup just came out too. Let me see what it is. Jeffers, Correa, Castro, Miranda, Margot, Santana, Farmer, Vasquez, Martin. Moneyline predictor does not have a lean in this game. Oh yeah, it likes Angels as underdogs. I could see that. Sonny Gray, I do feel like I like Sonny Gray, but I do feel like he's always kind of a little bit overvalued. But I'm not betting the total there, and probably not going to bet a side of that game. I'm not betting this Padres game. They're minus 305 on the money line. That's insane. I will never bet a minus 300 in baseball, so pass on that. Royals, Mariners. Brady Singer let us down last night. I played him in DFS, and he did not reward my faith in him. He was not good. So, I'm mad at him right now. Seattle definitely wins the pitching matchup, rather. I don't know. I can't even speak right now. Gilbert versus Michael Wacha. I don't know. If someone in chat likes the side of that game, the total's at 7. If anything, I would bet the over. 7 is pretty low for those pitchers, I feel like. I mean, they're good, but not anything warranting a 7 total. Over is pretty public, though, 74% of the tickets, so I don't know. Moneyline predictor loves the Reds tonight. Hunter Green going up against, I don't even know how to say this guy's name. I'm not even going to try. This is like some Sopranos name. He's been bad against lefties off the top of my head. Yeah, so Slade, I don't even know what this guy's last name is. He's allowing a 204 WOBA to righties, 114 ISO to righties, 338, 268 to lefties. So really, really bad numbers against lefties. This is a great spot for Ellie De La Cruz. So, Sean, you were asking about home runs. Yeah, Ellie De La Cruz definitely sticks out. Home run for me. He's much better batting against righties than lefties. And this guy's numbers against lefties are terrible. He throws a lot of fastballs, 57% of the time. Against fastballs, LE, 230 ISO, 362 WOBA. Will Benson, also 237 ISO, 415 WOBA against fastballs. So Benson and LE are both in really, really good spots tonight. The team as a whole, Cincinnati, destroys fastballs, 250 ISO, 393 WOBA. And, they're going to have probably five lefties in the lineup tonight. So yeah, I like Cincinnati. I can understand why the moneyline predictors on them. I would lean towards them as underdogs, but Ellie and Benson hit parlay or total bases. I might actually, Anthony, I might pivot. I might pick Reds for my 10 plus run call. I don't know. This is looking like a good spot given how good they hit fastballs. Opening WNBA day. Yeah, Mike, we do have WNBA tools. I was talking about it. We're going to talk about it a little bit here. Late game, I like Dodgers first 5. I put that on my card in the Discord, so you guys saw that. But yeah, we do have WNBA tools up. If you guys are interested, betkarma.com/pricing. We have the live trends. You can see the betting splits for the sides of every game. We have the moneyline predictor updated for WNBA as well. We have the total predictor, all that stuff. Everything is updated for WNBA now that season is here. Mike, what are we doing? Are we betting Caitlin Clark under in her first game? Let me know in the chat. And are there? I know you follow this closely, Mike. Is there any upsets that you like tonight? I feel like if you're betting Caitlin Clark, you have to bet the under tonight. Stacking Boston, Cincy, I like it. Yeah, Cincy's looking like a good spot. I'm probably going to bet them. And let me see. If we just did Ellie and Benson hit parlay, I want to see what that pays. Oh, yeah. Ellie and Benson hit parlay minus 104. That is definitely interesting. I took her under for 21.5 points in a season long. And no, not any upsets if I were to take a dog and be Indiana. Okay. I just don't like. I obviously I like Caitlin Clark. I think she's gonna be great, but I do think like she'll probably start out kind of slow. Like she's not just gonna come in dropping 25, 26 points right off the rip. There's just no way. So I think the under for her point total tonight would be good with me. I kind of agree though about the upset. Like if you're gonna pick one, it would be Indiana because I don't think Vegas will lose. I don't think New York will lose. Seattle probably not either. They are probably the most live, and it's the it's the second shortest spread, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see how it plays out, I guess. For the NBA tonight, if you guys tuned in late, I will be going live tonight to sweat the late game, and I'm gonna play some games. Hopefully, we're gonna test out my stream, see if we can get it working. But the NBA plays that I like tonight in the Denver game, I took the. I don't even know. I gotta check. Check the Discord, and I will post my NBA plays because I definitely. Oh, I took Jokic triple double plus 200. I'm gonna be betting that, and then I did take a prop, but I don't remember what it was. It might have been Michael Porter Jr. over 2.5 threes off the top of my head. I think that's probably what it was. Benson, Cruz, Fraley, Candelario. Benson and Ellie are going crazy tonight. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm all in on them tonight. DFS and betting. But overall, 30-minute stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you joined late, you can go back and replay baseball bets. NBA Jokic triple double plus 200. Michael Porter Jr. over 2.5 threes. And I might take some more too, but I'll be live tonight, hopefully, to sweat the game out. But thank you guys for tuning in. Good luck with your bets tonight. I'll be live tomorrow, same time, same place, 3 p.m. I will recap tonight and preview tomorrow. So I'll see everybody on Wednesday.